In this module, we're going to be talking about renewal adjustments, which are part of renewal opportunities. And basically with renewal adjustments, there may be times where it makes sense to change an account's products or provide a discount at the time of renewal. Adjustments can include partial cancellations, small upsells, package swaps and exchanges, discounts. Remember that during this process, you don't need to necessarily click the amend button on the contract. When completed, renewal adjustments are left in the auto-generated stage. The system will close the opportunity at the time of renewal. So let's walk through the process. We'll first find an account. Once we're on the account record, we're going to look for the contract, which we can find in the quick links here, or we can go to the customer products and find the data table down here. So we'll choose an active contract. If the contract is within 60 days of the renewal date, you'll see a red flag or banner message alerting you that the renewal opportunity exists on the contract. You'll want to click Generate Renewal Quote up here in the top right to also generate a quote on that opportunity. If there is not yet a renewal opportunity created, this step will create that and the renewal quote. A pop-up will appear on the screen and you can click Generate Renewal Quote again. So we're going to go to the renewal opportunity now that's been created. And so we can ensure the opportunity has been assigned to ourselves. If it was in existence before we started this process, it would be assigned to workflow user, and we would not be able to edit an opportunity or quote that was not assigned to us. If that happens, we would need to click Reassign Ops. In that case, over here, this button, Reassign Ops and Quotes. For renewal adjustments, when you leave the type as renewal, this opportunity will stay in the auto-generated stage here. And at the end of the term, the system will automatically close when the opportunity and put your changes into place. So we're going to navigate to the quote, which is in the quick links on the renewal opportunity. So the first thing we'll need to do is recall the approval because we'll need to be able to edit the quote and complete the adjustments. Okay. So now we have new banner messages that are telling us new information based on what we've already done. So we'll need to make some changes. We'll need to edit the amendment reason and the reason details. The amendment reason, we're just choosing the appropriate option that explains the reason for the cancel or the change. So we can just use product. And again, I'm just using data, test data here. This is not exactly maybe how it will be, but this is just for testing purposes to show you the walkthrough. And then for the reason details, we'll just say features. And then we need an approval justification, which is a little bit further down below, which is what we're adjusting and why. So this is going to be used when the quote's being reviewed to make sure it was done correctly. It's also helpful reporting data that's going to be used for reports on cancellations and churn. We don't need to put billing notes here because this is not involving billing at all in this process. So we'll just put our justification and then we'll go ahead and click Save. The next thing we'll do is click on Edit Lines. On the quote editor, you can adjust the quantity to 0 for any SKUs that you want to cancel, or click Add Products to add SKUs. So we can do that. So let's remove one. And since we're removing silver, let's add the bronze. We'll select that. And we'll pick one from the pick options that's mandatory. We're going to save. We can calculate to see our changes. Package price is changed. We're going to next click save. Next, we'll need to preview approval. And that's our approval path. So we can see where it's going to go, and then we'll submit approval. And now we're returned back to the quote editor. That approval path, again, will be dependent on the threshold of the discount amount or the billing terms if they're not standard. So there may be some additional layers. But once that quote ultimately is approved with the changes, you'll get an email notifying you, and then you'll be able to go in to Salesforce and check the quote and complete the final stages. So a couple things we'll need to do is, one, we'll look at the status, which the status will be changed to approved once that quote is approved. If we were canceling a product and needed the client care team to reach out, we could open the opportunity and create a save. So in that case, we would go to the opportunity record and actually create a save from that record. But so if we're canceling a product and need the client care team to reach out, we'll open the opportunity from the quote and then we'll create a save. So create save is one of the buttons that you have. And then we'll complete the required fields. The type will be preemptive. And then the status will be new. It'll default to new anyway. The reason would match the amendment reason. So I'll use product. And this should also match the amendment reason detail for the save reason detail. I'll use integration there. There is a true cancel option as well available for the type of save depending on what you're doing. The notes are for the client care manager that will be working on the save. So any notes there that are pertinent, you would want to enter those. We'll go ahead and save this. Now we're returned back to the opportunity. And we'll move the status to review. We'll move the status to review, click mark as current status, and Salesforce will let us know we've changed the stage successfully.